Hey guys, my name's Alex and this is Franchise Talk. Today we are at the International Franchise Convention for Franchise Brokers for the Franchise Brokers Association. That's kind of a mouthful, but at the end of the day, we're a bunch of franchise brokers gathered together to celebrate the fact that we are franchise brokers, that we do help people, attempt to find franchises and find the best match. But we also have several franchisors here with us today. We have several companies, we have several major brands from all over the U.S. gathered together here to help us with what we're trying to do. They show us what they're doing now, the new programs they have that's going on, and how we can best help the right people find them. Today we have the company Zoup. All right, big northern brand. But hey, go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the company.
So I'm Richard Zimmer. I'm the Director of Franchise Development for Zoup. Started 17 years ago in Michigan. The history of the company was the founder actually had a spice company and was doing spices and would do ready-to-use spice mixes for restaurants.
Yeah.
And eventually they asked him to do a ready-to-use soup mix. And he realized most restaurants, a soup is an afterthought. It just isn't as good.
Right.
So he started figuring really good soup was really hard to find. Hired a chef, spent a year making recipes, opened a retail store. It was a hit day one.
That's cool. Personally, I like soup. I was raised on like clam chowder, like New England clam chowder. So when I think of good soup, I think of like a really hearty clam chowder. I mean, like the thick stuff looks like snot. You know,
Yep.
that's the stuff
it's gonna fill you up.
That's the stuff I think about, and I get that nice feeling every time I think about that. But in gumbo, I went down to Louisiana, had some great gumbo. It's almost like a soupy texture. But anyway, how's the company running? How is it? How many franchises do you have in the system right now?
So we have 85 franchises open right now.
Awesome.
We have 25 more coming. One thing that's really nice is about a third of that are existing owners doing their second, third, fourth locations.
That's awesome.
So they're happy, they're doing well, and doing more, and that's always good.
Cool. And just so you guys know, what he's talking about when we talk about that growth and that scalability is when you're looking at franchises that are having franchisee success to the point where they're actually increasing the amount of units they have within their own system. That's a very big key to actually see what it is that you have and what's in front of you and what kind of opportunity there is there. You have to take that into account. So that's very interesting that it's moving that direction. You guys have some in the pipeline that you guys are moving through right now?
Yep, we do. We got about 25 to open up. About 10 of them will open up in the first 3 months of next year, and then the rest through all of next year.
Sweet. That sounds like a lot of money. It sounds like it's a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort.
It is, but we help them find the spaces. We help them open the spaces.
That's good.
Very much hand-holding.
So who are you looking for in a franchisee? Who is really going to fit that bill and make the most? Make the biggest buck, essentially.
Well, you know what we find is if you go to a Zoup and you come in, what you hear is, "Welcome to Zoup. We have hundreds of soups because we have 200 soup recipes. All right, come on in. You can sample all 12. Each one served with a big hunk of bread. Which one you want to try?" So we need an owner that's comfortable saying that. So a little bit of management background, a little bit of friendliness, say hi. People want to share recipes, like you just said. They're like, "My grandmother used to make this Italian wedding. Yours can't be as good." And you got to try it. That kind of thing. So nice, friendly, warm. That's the kind of owners that are successful with us.
Awesome. What do you think about vets? Do vets really fit into your system well?
They do. Actually, we have a few veterans into the system now and actually have more coming.
Great.
And the thing about a veteran is they do like a system. They'll follow a system. They understand the value of a system.
Yep.
And they're creative. They'll add their 2 cents, which we like, but they follow that system. It's proven. Yeah. And so we find them to be very good.
Yeah. You guys, take a look at it. Take a look at franchising in general. I know I harp on this a lot, but for all you vets, I'm a vet. I served 8 years in the military, in the Army. I've been deployed a lot. This is the reason you go towards franchises. People who already have things figured out. Costs, essentially fixed variable costs, and what it's going to look like for you at the end of the day. That's what's important. And people who have their shit together is what it's going to make your life easier. At the end of the day, what is going to make you feel good about coming in and controlling things and managing employees? Essentially, what is a day in the life of a franchisee look like?
Really for us, because you don't cook anything.
Right.
So there's no chef or anything like that. One person shows up, turns on the equipment in the morning, gets to about 8:30, 9 o'clock. They heat the soups up.
Slow cooking soups.
Yeah, well, they have to. We serve them. They come in frozen, and you thaw them. So somebody has to do that. get everything else turned on. 4 to 6 people show up for lunch. That's your busy time of the day.
Right.
11 to 2, after 2 o'clock, you go back down to maybe 2 or 3 people.
Okay.
Then you go through dinner. It's kind of a steady business, but not like a lunch rush. And then at night at 8 o'clock, we close. And it takes 2 people to close it. It takes them an hour.
That sounds easy. I like easy. I like
it's
easy.
Really
it's
easy.
simple. So how many days out of the week do you guys operate? I mean, I know like a lot of like restaurants that I've seen can take an immense amount of your time and just suck the soul out of you. Is that kind of...
No, we've taken that out. Since you don't cook anything, you don't need a cook, no busboys, nobody's in the back. You show up, depending on the owner who works there, they might get there at 9 in the morning and leave by 3 or 4.
Okay.
Okay, if they want to do multiple units and be more like a manage the manager, maybe they got another business or another job, they are going to hire a manager. They're going to spend 15, 20 hours a week managing that person.
Okay, so for an investor's sake, so those of you who are trying to invest a larger amount of capital into a bigger business model, an executive business model, you have something that fits that? Mm-hmm. Do you have territories that fit that right now that you're looking for? Basically,
the territory for a restaurant is whatever area you're in. So if you're in a city, it might hold 2 or 3. Okay. Each restaurant has a 1.5 mile radius. Okay. So that actually is a little over 8 square miles of actual territory.
All right. So you could set up a pretty big plot.
Yep.
I know Jacksonville, like this is in the South, mind you. So Zoup's not as prevalent down in the South, but you know, Jacksonville is a large landmass city. Mm-hmm. Huge population, so that in that sense, you could like literally put 2 or 3, maybe even 4 of those things in there.
Oh yeah, we're in the fast casual niche. So if you think of other fast casual players, the Paneras of the world, the Chipotles of the world, Zoups, right? We go in the same type of locations, so you can imagine quite a few in a city that size.
And you could put in commercial like right next to those commercial spaces.
Oh, you want to be
just to pair with that. And that's I think of it as, I think like personally the best place for me, if I went to one of those down, you know, where I'm at in Jacksonville, Florida, is going in right next to a world market. That way I could go buy some German beers right afterwards and I'm going to be all sorts of fat and happy. That's what I think of as a good day.
That's what you want. You want people that come for other reasons.
Yeah.
They come for lunch, they come for marketing, they come for picking up groceries, any of it.
I could see it as a good business, a really good business to business, you know, place to meet up to. You guys have Wi-Fi
Yep,
inside?
free Wi-Fi for the customers. Absolutely.
Good to go.
And the business to business piece you just mentioned, catering kind of falls into that. And we actually have a big catering piece.
All right.
So it is a second business. And that's where, because people come in and ask you, do you cater?
Yeah.
And yes, you do. And we have a great program. But if you want to get more, now you're bringing free meals to the office manager down the street, free meals to the car dealership on a Saturday.
Okay.
Then you get in the catering program.
Yeah, I can see where that would be a big deal, especially where we're at. I mean, catering is huge. There's so many events going on in our city that it's literally a daily event.
Yeah.
So if you have that ability to be flexible and really step out and make it, I think that you're going to find yourself in a really good flexible market. What are some of the things that you're looking for, and what are some of the hurdles to entry for a prospective franchisee, either a master or area developer or a single unit franchisee?
You know, we pretty much are at the point you can do a single unit or you can do multiple. We don't push either way.
Right.
The biggest hurdle is usually the financing. Mm-hmm. For us, our concept's about $450,000 all in, and they need about $120,000 liquid.
Okay.
Net worth of about $350,000. But we're on the SBA approved list.
Right.
And so that really helps the process. They if they meet the financing, if this is what they want to do, even above that, it's got to be the right fit. Right. It's just got to be a good fit for us and them.
Yeah. And he's going to be one of the ones, you're going to be one of the ones that they're working with initially, right?
Yep.
So, guys, he's right here. If you have any questions, give me a call. We can schedule an introduction. It's not going to be a problem. But like he said, with those initial hurdles to entry, especially you guys who are vets, you know, we don't come out with a whole lot, and that's okay. Essentially, if you can either step out into corporate America, or if you want to step into a smaller business, it's okay. But there are businesses out there that you can scale, step into, build up. If you've been out a while and you found yourself in corporate America with those net worth and meeting those requirements, this is going to be a good business for you. If you want to find yourself in a restaurant space that's not going to be as soul-sucking as some of the other bigger, more hardcore franchises that do mass volume, I don't think it would take up too much of your life. I think it would give you a good family flexibility, in my opinion.
It's family-friendly hours. Absolutely is. We tell people it's retail, but we happen to sell food.
I mean, that works. I mean, and it fits with a lot. It fits with a lot of people's demeanor too. So it really does work out. I think that would be a good fit for quite a few people I know. For you guys who I do know and who watch Franchise Talk on a regular basis, you've seen some of the folks that we've interviewed in the past, and that's great. You know, we have a lot of service-based franchises that we've looked at, and that is a good thing. But when you start talking about restaurants, and we will get into those a little bit more, we are looking at some of the biggest names in franchises, and competition is a skewed thing, but people want those options. People want to see that that diversity in what they have. I mean, you're gonna get sick of pizza and burgers on a daily basis. I mean, Jesus, you know, if you're eating out a lot, if you find yourself doing it, you know what, soup is rather healthy. Just saying. Man, what do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Every day we have 12 soups, and they rotate every day. And of the 12, one is gluten-free, one is low-fat, one is dairy-free. So there's always a healthy choice for someone every day.
Sweet. That works for us, and that works for me. I find that to be, frankly, I'm going to find my favorite, and I'll stick with it, to just be honest with you.
It's probably going to be chicken pot pie or lobster bisque.
Man, he hit the nail right on the head, man. Chicken pot pie is my thing. That's oof, man, a soup called chicken pot pie, that's ridiculous. But anyway, as far as the franchise model itself, if you're looking for somebody to step in from the time we introduce them to you, and you start them on this kind of introductory and this follow through this process. Everything in franchising is a process. Get over it. You know, once you start them on your process, what does it take? How long do you think it would take from flash to bang? I mean, day one we talk to you. How long is it going to take before they can really realistically step into their own store?
Doing the due diligence is the first part, right?
Right.
Go through that.
Absolutely.
Then they do that. They talk to franchisees. They come in and visit with us. We have them work in a Zoup location for a half a day to really see if they like it. After that, we sign an agreement. We start looking for real estate. The fastest it would really be is about 6 months, and we're probably averaging 8 to 10. Because the real estate's the big unknown, and they have to be 100% happy with it, or we don't do it. We keep helping, keep looking.
It's location, location, location. It's a two-stage game, guys. And anything you do, that's going to be in a brick and mortar location, particularly with food. Location, location, location. You're happy with it. I know a number of real estate agents all across the country, and I'm sure you guys have some in-house or some connections that you've made that's going to help that along as well.
We have real estate people that come out to the field and actually help them.
There you go. I mean, real estate assistance is a big deal. Are you guys going to help them negotiate some of those contracts as well?
We're going to make the initial letters of intent. We're going to negotiate the rents, the terms, go right through the lease and into the whole, even with the contractor, help them do the bidding. Make it easy. That
is easy. I like a box system. If you're talking about a franchise, you're talking about a damn system. And if that's going to be it, that's what you want to see. You want to see infrastructure, you want to see help, you want to see support. For everything you're paying in a franchise fee, damn it, get what you deserve and get what you want and get what you really want to put your heart and soul into. All right? Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for the interview.
Nice talking.
And let's enjoy. I mean, we got cocktails coming up, isn't that right?
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to owe him one. He jumped on here with me. But anyway, thanks, man.
Thanks.
And guys, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter. Please pass this around. Let others know that there are options available and that the opportunity cost in your life is essentially you're assessing it every day. Whether or not you're going to go to work today or you're going to try and start something. Start something in your life and follow it up. All right? Take action. Move on. Take it easy. Thanks for watching Franchise Talk. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share us on social media. We are committed to assisting you so that you find franchises without the frustrations of internet searching and sites selling your information before you even get a chance to talk to franchises. If you want to simplify your life and have someone to facilitate your information collection, I'm here to be your personal resource and one-on-one coach. If you would like to be a guest on the show, to ask franchise bigwigs questions or contact me for franchise support, check out for my contact information below down in the description. Thanks for watching.